We just celebrated the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the Salk Institute. And one of the ideas was to really do something that would honor not only the legacy of the Salk and what Jonas did, but honor the intent of what Jonas wanted to create was a place where art and science could come together. And fortunately, the chairman of our board, Irwin Jacobs, is a collector of contemporary art and has known Dale Chilhuy for some time. Came up with the idea of why don't we put all this together and bring in an exhibition by somebody that would really draw a lot of people to the Salk and kind of ignite the curiosity and excitement of the Salk in celebration of the 50th anniversary.
Both science and art have a great need for creativity. It's very easy to do the ordinary, but it takes a lot of thought, a lot of effort to do the extraordinary. And of course, that's what we try to accomplish at Salk, and that's what Dale accomplishes in his art. And so it's a very good fit. One of the concerns in putting the Chilhuy exhibit in that courtyard was that the courtyard is so special, in some sense almost sacred, that disturbing it in any way was a concern. And so I took the greatest pleasure in hearing that the entire Salk family did welcome and enjoy having the installation there, and indeed spent more time in the courtyard than they would otherwise.
It's enlivening, it's exciting, it's positive. You know, I imagined the visitors and the publicity, but I never really thought about the positive impact it would have on the people at the Salk. There are two buildings to the Salk, a north and a south, and they're about, what, 25 yards, 50 yards apart. And people in the north building who work in the north building were saying, gee, we never had a chance to talk to people in the south building. This has been great. And I think it's a good demonstration of what art can do.
When one enters this building, it's very exciting because of the architecture. Now you see this very exciting piece of art, and it can only inspire one. And I think the two coming together is really an additional inspiration to the scientists of the Institute to excel.
What I'd really like to have is have this here for a year, or 2 years, and look at productivity in the Institute and see whether or not having this kind of exhibit here over an extended period of time would change how people think. Would it change the creativity? Would something happen? That's the kind of thing that a scientist wants to do, is do an experiment to see whether or not anything happens.
The idea for a piece in the Salk was the result of the exhibit, and we looked at many forms and ideas of things that would be appropriate for the Salk. And it was important that it not be decorative, but that it be a really interesting work of art. And in fact, we went to some of the scientists and asked them to show pictures of the strings of genomes and viruses and other things. In the end, it turned out that the sun was such a wonderful feature of the outdoor exhibit, and everybody loved it so much that they decided that they would recreate the sun indoors.
So this is going to be an ongoing reminder of that wonderful part of our 50th anniversary celebration.